It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Thanks so much for welcoming us into your home during these very, very challenging times, or I should say, maybe remarkable times. I'll call it that. How's that? Um, One of the promises that we make every single morning to you is that this will be a good use of your time. You'll walk away with the sales strategy, the sales messaging, the sales positioning, and exactly what you need for your sales department in order not only to reach your ideal clients, but also to grow your business. Now, every morning we start off with one of our philosophies, and our core philosophy for the entire show is success leaves clues. It's a philosophy we borrowed that we've heard throughout time, but it basically says, hey, let's look at a case study every morning. And inside that case study, let's look at what the CEO's challenges was. Let's look how they were able to pivot, how they were innovative, how they adjusted their sales strategy so the company could be in the position that it's in today. And this morning is no different. So let's take a look. Walgreens started as a small pharmacy in Chicago, and it faced a huge challenge getting into the pharmacy market that was already overly saturated. It already had a lot of competition. How do they stand out? How do they be different? And the company's growth really required two things. It required innovative solutions. It also required them to adjust their sales strategies while focusing not on the competition, but managing their current expectations of the clients they were serving and making sure they were innovative. That means they were using technology. So Walgreens not only had to compete with 1,500 other pharmaceuticals, but they also had to navigate the complexities of involvement in a consumer market that was shifting with technology, that was changing what was available in the whole industry, which was really being turned upside down. So let's fast forward to the 1990s. And the company was integrating cutting edge technologies. Number one, they had point of sale scanning. So you can step right there, scan something, and move on. Number two is they said, let's streamline our operations. Did you know in 1998, now it sounds like a long time ago, I know for some of you it really was, Walmart was making close to $500 million just because of one sales strategy alone. That sales strategy was healthcare mail services. So they tackled the challenges of being able to send your prescription directly to you in the mail. So Walgreens not only tackled these head-on challenges by embracing number one, technology. Number two, expanding their market. So their sales strategy changed, their sales message changed from just a local pharmacy to being able to be global or have a larger footprint. And in the 90s, they launched their online pharmacist company. Now, imagine this. You now can go online, you can get everything you need, and they implement that inside of their business, which allowed you to get your prescriptions faster, easier, newer, and different. Thus, the sales strategy was directly to the consumer and the person who really is, I say their market, they really put them on the map. And that is everyday folks who just want to get their prescription filled with less effort. And so now they start tapping into locations they didn't have before: Portland, Las Vegas. They start exploring the Japanese market. They continue to grow to the Rite Aid is the juggernaut, Walgreens, I should say, is the juggernaut that we know that it is today. What's my big takeaway to you? What are the keys to success for Walgreens? Well, number one, it was about having a strategic sales strategy that adjusted with the market, adjusted with their feedback they got from their clients. And number two, it was about being innovative in the area of technology so they can go from organic growth to tactical acquisitions. And this is what allowed them to thrive. See, when you do that, you will see your sales go up and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Thanks for allowing us to broadcast and stream directly into your home. It's an honor and a privilege to serve you. We don't take it lightly, by the way, when you tune in. So thank you so much. And every morning we get started, well, the exact same way. And the exact same way is with our mantra. And our mantra is focus on sales. Now, this is a mantra that's simple. This is a mantra that's easy. It's a mantra you're not going to jump up and down and be so excited that you hear about. But it's a mantra that's true and it comes from our heart. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. As the CEO, repeat those words after me. Focus on sales. Here's the reason why. I believe if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Now, there's a double why behind that, because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. Without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. The point that I want to make, the point that I want to drive home right now, loud and clear as you're listening to me now, is that selling is serious business. Now, if you didn't say focus on sales. Right now, just repeat those words after me. They're 4 words, but they're so powerful. Selling is serious, serious business. So this is a very serious conversation we're having, by the way. And then as a CEO, we go over and say, well, let's have a pledge. Like to our sales department, as the CEO, I'm going to provide the salespeople. CEO, I'm going to provide the sales resources. As the CEO, I'll provide the sales processes. So what's my pledge to you? My pledge is learn, earn, and return. Repeat those words after me. Learn, earn, and return. Repeat these words. Follow me, like listen to me verbatim. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order to get old and new clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return, by the way. We have 3 objectives, and our objectives are very clear. Number one objective for the CEO is about sales growth. That's your number one job, is to help the company get in front of people who have a problem or find people who have a problem so you can help solve those problems. And that's what we got to do as CEO. So it's about sales growth. It's also about tackling the challenges. We talked about a whole case study this morning. Every day is not going to be rainbow cupcakes and unicorns. But what if you step back? You say, you know what? These are the challenges that they're having. Here's how I can solve that problem. And number 3 is about adjusting to the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. Sales pillar number 1 is a one-page CEO sales plan. Sales pillar number 2, you got to understand the sales cycle from the time the client, you connect with someone all the way to they become a client. Number 3, the sales messaging. We've seen that change throughout these case studies. And number 4, the CEO sales dashboard. Now, CEO sales dashboard, we're going to do a whole segment on that. It's one of our core components. I can't wait to get into that. We'll get into that in just a second. And then having a 7-figure sales team. And so for those folks that are tuning in, you tune in every single morning. We're so glad you're here. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. We appreciate you. But we can't see you. You can see us. So do me a favor. Look below the video, like right now in this huddle, so we have this conversation, and put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here is just a bat signal that you're in this conversation, that you're listening right now. You're focused on sales. You got a percentage of your day that's focused and tied directly to sales. Number 2, for those folks that are watching the replay, put hashtag replay. Maybe you can't join us every day at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you're here on the replay line. And for those folks right now that are tuned in and you're watching on demand, I love it. Maybe on YouTube, Apple TV, Roku. Maybe right now you're listening to the podcast. Maybe you're on one of our streaming devices. Do me a favor. Let's connect. And the way we can connect is go over to @IamCheBrown, @IamCheBrown, and drop me a note. Let me know you're in the building, that you're here. I would love to connect with you. Now, I get asked often, Shay, I like the CEO sales huddle. I like the idea. I like the concept, but what is it all about? Like, sum it up for me. Glad you asked. The CEO sales huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. So we get it, you know how to sell. We get it, you're the CEO, but how do you do it faster, easier, quicker, using new methods, using new phraseology? How do you do that? Well, we have a big why. And our big why is this whole concept is about sales growth, sales accountability, and sales consistency. And you may have heard this before. We'll often do more for others than we'll do for ourselves. Isn't that so true? So you heard consistency is the key. Because you're in this conversation, you are consistent. Things are top of mind to you. And here's the good news. It don't take all day. We only ask for 15 minutes a day. Now, the reason we ask for 15 minutes a day is there's 1,440 minutes in every day. Now, I have the same amount of time. You have the same amount of time. Oprah Winfrey has the same amount of time. We all have the same amount of time, 1,440 minutes. So what do we want to happen in that 1,440 minutes? Number 1 is we want to give 1% of our day to focus on sales, the one area that can generate revenue in the business. And our outcome is $100,000 more a month, over and beyond whatever you're earning, because you're in this conversation. The ideas are top of mind to you. And when they're top of mind to you, you're more likely to execute. That's our outcome, by the way. That's why we're here. That's why we show up. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Shay, I like that, but I also like to say you got called CEO Sales Dashboard. The CEO Sales Dashboard sounds kind of cool. Well, let me tell you the problem first. The problem was a number of folks were struggling. And area they were struggling in was, how do I measure what was going on in the sales department? What's the best indicators I should look at? How do I know when I'm on track or off track? I know when I make a sale or not make a sale, but how do I know when other factors are contributing toward me getting that sale? Well, we created CEO Sales Dashboard. And the CEO Sales Dashboard was created for one and one reason only, and that is to help you earn $100,000 a month, because we subscribe to the philosophy of what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So if you haven't downloaded the CEO Sales Dashboard, go over to www.ceosalesdashboard.com. Like go there now, www.ceosalesdashboard.com. Once you download it, you're going to see there's a couple of metrics we look at. We're looking at leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. In fact, I'm going to pull up so you can see it. Your Excel sheet should look like this. Now, some of you, you have your assistant send this to you every morning. Some of you, I love getting it, by the way, I can call names out. Some of you, you fill it out right now, like right now doing this 15 minutes. This is the best 15 minutes you spend because you're focused on appointments, offers, leads, deals, repeat business. Those are the core indicators. And how are you performing? So if you want to customize your sheet, you can customize your sheet. Today, I just want to take a look at one area. And the one area I want to take a look at is deals. Now, I used to measure my deals like, well, I got a deal or I didn't get a deal, right? And that was pretty easy. Every day I got so many deals and I didn't get the rest of them. But then I started thinking the secret sauce that I had was lying not only in the deal, but stepping back and saying, whoa, if I didn't get the deal, and it's going to close in 0 to 10 days, that's a hot lead. I'm going to follow with them differently. If they're going to be that 10 to 20 days, they got to wait on the contract, they send the ACH payment, somebody's got to sign off, or whatever it is for you and your industry, then I say 10 to 20 days. But I know in 10 to 20 days, this thing's going to close. I mean, that's the beauty of it. And then last but not least, it's cold. And cold, then they go over 20 days. If I'm falling back up from 20 days later, 30 days later, 6 weeks later, then I would say I'm starting not from ground zero, but if 0 to 100 is the sales, 100 and 0 is the bottom, I'm at like a 5. Like I'm just getting off the ground. I want to reestablish a rapport, that connection, make sure they're connected to what we're doing and they see us as an add-on. So now you can look at your deals differently. You can say, how many deals do I have? How many are pending? How many are hot? How many are cold? How many are wherever they are today? And then we don't beat ourselves up. We slow down. We say, wait a minute. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. We're going to focus on 3 things. Number 1, 3 questions I want you to ask yourself right now. Celebrate some wins. What are you most proud of for the sales department? Number 2, what was your biggest accomplishment in the sales department? And number 3, what's the one thing you want to brag about? If I could bring you on here right now, you want to brag, you can't wait to say all the great stuff that's going on in the sales department for you right now. Yes, we don't celebrate those wins, but we also going to go to the other side. And we go to the other side, we're going to take a look at questions. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus, and in this life, you get what you focus on. So now we're going to look at 3 questions. What was your biggest roadblock yesterday? What's preventing you today from moving forward? And what's the one thing you could do that if you did it, it would move your life and or business forward? You're making a decision, you're going to do it today. Make a decision, you're going to do it today. Make a decision, you're going to do it today. Make a decision, you're going to what? You're going to do it today. Today is your day. Not only going to make a decision, but you're going to take the action. I believe the university rewards people who take action differently than those that don't. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for letting us stream on your broadcast, on your phone, on your iPad. Maybe some of you who are listening right now, we're streaming right now directly into your computer. We appreciate that. We appreciate everything you're doing. And my belief for you, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what's happening, I believe your best is yet to come. Your best is yet to come. Your best is yet to come. Peace. I'm out, and I'll see you on the other side.